Okay, folks, welcome to Venus Kitchen, and today we're going to show you the right way to make fried dumplings, what some people call Johnny cakes. So here, Valita, the cook, is going to demonstrate. Hope you enjoy.
Okay, first, let me wash my hands.
Yeah. It's important to wash your hands before preparing meals to safeguard from germs and bacteria.
Okay, so I'm using self-rising flour today because I don't want to use all-purpose. Then I would have to add salt and baking powder, which a lot of people don't know how much to add. So I'm going to go ahead and knead the flour. After kneading the flour, I'm going to let it sit for about 5 minutes and then I'll start to make it. Okay, so for now I'm going to let it sit for 5 minutes and then come back.
So do you want to knead the flour to what consistency? A solid consistency that where it's not breaking apart, right?
Yes, solid. There it's firm. And then you make it sit for 5 minutes and then I'll get back to you.
Okay, so is that the right consistency right now, or do you need to add a little bit more flour to make it a bit more firm?
You know what? Yes, I can add a little more flour so it can be a little firmer.
So there you go, folks. If you put too much water, you can always add a bit more flour to achieve the right consistency, because you don't want it to be too soft where it's breaking apart. That way you won't be able to actually be able to form the dumplings out of it, shape the dumplings out of the dough. So if your hand get away with too much water, no worries. You can always add a little to.
So I'm gonna let it sit for 5 minutes and I'll get back to you.
Okay. Okay, we're back.
Okay,
And
now I'm gonna turn the stove on. I'm gonna add
how many cups is that?
1 cup, and I'm gonna add another cup
Of oil.
We need enough oil so it cover the dumpling. So this is the second cup.
So 2 cups of oil.
2 cups of oil.
There are various oils that you can use, but the most healthy is coconut oil. Some people use grapeseed oil as well. The least healthy is vegetable oil and corn oil. So it's up to you.
So we're waiting for the oil to be hot. And in the meantime, let me show you how
You form the dumplings.
we do like this.
So you take a small piece of the dough off and you start shaping it into little circles with your hand. It's almost like kneading the flour in the middle of your hand rather than in the bowl, but you're making circles out of it, and you just press down on it with the heel of your hands.
So we are still waiting. So while we are waiting, let me make one more. So
Yeah, she's waiting for the oil to be heated to the right temperature to be able to start frying the dumplings. So we're just going to show you a few more examples of how you form the dumpling, and we'll be back to show you how you fry it without burning it. It's almost like playing with putty, like Play-Doh putty. If you're a kid, when we're kids, we have putty. And it's the same concept. You just, form and shape it, twist and turn it, and form it into that nice little circle. I mean, it depends on you if you want them small or you want them bigger. You can, it's up to you. how many dough, if you want to take off a bit more dough, you can do that to make it bigger.
Okay, so
while she is going to form all of the dough into these dumplings shapes to fry them, we're going to take a break and come back and show you just how it's fried. Alrighty, see you shortly. Oh, by the way, folks, here's a tip on how to determine whether the oil is ready to take the dumpling for frying. You just take a small piece of the dough and drop it in. If it's not sizzling like profusely and passionately, it's not ready. As you can see, it's not doing too much of a sizzling right now, so it's not entirely ready for the dough to make the dumplings. So when it is ready, it'll just go in there and it'll sizzle really fast, and you're like, yeah, it's ready. It's heated. It's at the right heat point. All right, we'll be back shortly.
okay, so now that the oil is hot, sizzling rather, I'm going to turn the stove down because I don't want them to be burnt. I want them to fry properly. So here we go. We're putting them in, and as you can see, it's sizzling. This is what we're looking for. Okay, so I'm going to make more so I can fill the pot up. And as I said before, I'm using self-rising flour that you don't have to use any salt or any baking powder because some people doesn't know how to measure. I just going to use self-rising that I've already has the baking powder and the salt. But just in case you want to use the regular flour, all-purpose flour, this is the salt that we use, and baking powder. We also use baking powder.
That's pink Himalayan salt, if you're not sure what that is. It is a all-natural salt. It's healthy for you. It has 84 trace minerals and minerals. You don't want to use table salt because it's bad for your health. But it's your choice. So right now she's just needing more dumplings to fill up the pot. And when the dumplings begin to brown, that's when she'll turn them over on the other side. And normally that is just something you determine by eye, or is there like a minute duration?
No, there's no minute duration because right now I'm going to turn them. As you can see, they're taking colors.
Oh.
So these are the colors. We don't want them to burn. We want them to be soaked inside out. So you have to turn the stove down real low so they can soak.
So when she said real low, let me just show you what that means. How low that is. That's very low. You see that? So you don't want to burn the dumplings because they're very delicate. If you turn up the heat on the stove too high, it's gonna burn it.
And it won't be.
And you'll be eating rocks instead of dumplings.
And it wouldn't be soaked inside.
Right.
You know, we need it to be well soaked, properly done, so you can enjoy it. You can have it with saltfish, or just plain ackee and saltfish, or you can just eat it just like that. It's delicious any way you take it.
So you see, it didn't take long for it to brown, beginning to get some color, to then decide to flip it over.
Yes, so we're waiting on the other side to be brown, and then we're good to go. So I'll catch you in a minute.
All right, guys, see you shortly. Okay, so we're back. So to determine if it's time to flip it over, you need to just kind of turn it and see if it's changed to a nice golden color. If not, then you need to turn it back on that side so that it can get that light golden color. It's not a dark, very dark golden color. It's a very light. If you don't want to leave it for too long because then it'll burn. So to achieve a light golden color, you just have to turn it after a few minutes of it sitting in the oil. and just keep checking. It's something that you really have to treat frying dumplings like taking care of a baby. You just consistently watch it to make sure that, you know, you don't overdo it. Alright, we'll be back shortly and we'll show you what the finished product looks like once it's all fried. So to determine if the dumpling is ready to be taken out of the pan, you just need to turn it and make sure all sides are that light golden color, and then also the weight of it. So if you pick it up with the fork and it feels light, then it's most likely ready to be taken out and to be eaten. So we're going to show you what that looks like in a moment. We'll be right back. Okay, so here's the deciding factor. We're going to show you what a fried dumpling looks like, meaning it's ready to go. So you can see it's golden. It's a light golden color. There's nothing burned on there. It's not overdone. It's not underdone. It's a light golden color on all sides. And the inside, there's no wet dough. It's completely dried. Can you open that a little bit more just to show? Yeah, completely dried and ready to be eaten. You can even go take a further step and place them on a paper towel to kind of drain any excess oil from it. But it's so light that, you know, there's most likely not too much oil
this is how you do it.
left in it. Yeah, so there you go. If you want to drain the oil from it while the other dumplings are being cooked, that's the way to do it. Alright guys, we hope you've enjoyed our short video tutorial on how to fry dumplings Jamaican style. We'll see you in our next video, and as always, be sure to eat healthy and eat to live, but not live to eat. Until next time, be good to yourself. Bye bye.